Hey y'all, we are so excited to give y'all a house tour. The last time y'all saw this space, it was practically empty, and we're excited to share how we've been able to furnish it. My favorite room is still the kitchen, and yours is?
Brand spanking new dining room.
All right, come along with us.
Welcome inside our home. Before we get started with this tour, I wanted to share all of the links to items and sources in our home are going to be linked down below in the description bar. I'll link absolutely everything I can, but if I do miss anything, you can feel free to leave me a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Another thing is we did bring over a lot of items from our apartment, so make sure you check out our apartment tour as well. I'll also link my outfit information down below as well because I always get questions about that. But I am so excited to welcome you into our home. The first thing that is a pretty big substantial change in the entryway is going to be our new front door. So we swapped this out. So if you saw our empty house tour, this looks different and it brings in so much more light. We're so happy we did it. We worked with Pinky's Iron Doors, and I'm gonna leave a link to that video down below as well. The next big thing in our entry is going to be our brass floor mirror. I love this. It's perfect for try-on sessions. It creates a beautiful streamlined statement, and it brings your eye up to this beautiful antique chandelier we got from a friend's parents' antique shop. It took 3 of us to install, but I love it so much. To tie in all of the colors, we have white, black, brass. We got this beautiful wool runner. I waited and waited months for it to go on sale, finally pulled the plug, and I'm so happy with it. It's really soft, really nice, and it's perfect whenever folks take off their shoes, because we are a no-shoe household, for them to feel on their feet. And these are my house shoes, so if you saw my apartment tour, you saw these as well. So we're gonna move on into the living room, and I'm really excited to share we kept a lot of the same furniture, but we are gonna upgrade eventually. This is the same sectional we had in our apartment. Super cozy, super soft. I love it. It seats a good number of people, and plus it has a bed inside so we can pull that out if needed. We did some structural changes here. We got 2 feature windows, flank the fireplace, and I love how much natural light it brings in. We're in a 1-story home here, but we are so lucky to have vaulted ceilings. I love how much light it brings in. It's so beautiful, it's so bright, and I love how it just makes the room feel so much bigger. All of the ceiling heights in our home are 10 feet, but here in the living room, we're near 20 feet. We did a few housekeeping things here to make this whole configuration work out. We knew we wanted a Samsung frame TV on top of our fireplace, so we ended up dropping the fireplace box to the floor. We wanted to make sure the clearance between the fireplace and the mantle was safe. The mantle was a cedar mantle custom made for us by our builder, but I will link a similar one down below. I just love how the living room configuration worked out. It's just a really nice flow of things. This house has really good feng shui, and one room just flows right into the other, and it provides a really nice place for you to be able to talk to people, whether they're in the dining room or the kitchen. And speaking of the kitchen, we will move into that room next. This is our pride and joy. I know I said that in the empty house tour, but we love this kitchen so much. It's beautiful, and we designed it to be exactly what we wanted and needed. Waterfall Island was an absolute must for us, and we got a really beautiful slab of quartz with lots of movement through it. We got these bar stools, which we had these in our apartment, but we actually planned that, so we knew we were going to be moving into this house. So when Black Friday came along last November, we snagged these on sale, and they slide right under our waterfall island, and it's the perfect amount of contrast. We swapped out the original 3 pendant lights for 2 just because it provides a little bit more of a high-end look. I love how these are a little bit bigger, and they're white, but they do have a nice texture on them, so it's a really beautiful touch to our white kitchen. You know, we just really wanted a white kitchen. I know there are so many out there, but it's what we love, and your home should be a space you love and enjoy, and Johnny and I love cooking here. Speaking of, people do ask, how do you keep your kitchen clean? 1, it's not always this clean, and then 2, honestly, when it's white, we can see spills and dirt easily, so we just know to clean whenever we see stuff on it. We put open shelves around the vent hood and I love how it looks. This is the same material and stain as our mantle in our living room, and so it provides a little bit of cohesion. And then we put in this nice little runner. We love how we have places to display items throughout our kitchen, and the runner is washable, so it's a huge perk. This is our pantry, nothing crazy exciting. What is exciting is our refrigerator, and we love this. This is actually the first anything we put in the house. If you watch the empty house tour, you'll notice this was in there. And for us, we wanted something that looked built in, but we couldn't afford something like that. So for us, it was just nice to have a fridge that was white. You can customize the handles. We got brushed bronze to match our hardware, and it turned out looking so good. Speaking of, we were able to customize a couple different things in our home, including this appliance garage section. So these doors open up, they slide in, and we hide all of the appliances that we use on a regular basis in here. So air fryer, Vitamix, hot water kettle, soda stream, all that stuff, we hide in here, and we can just close the door and pretend the mess doesn't exist. Something we did spring for with this house are soft close drawers. It was just a must for us. It's so nice and it's quiet, and now I feel like I cannot live without soft close drawers. So we're gonna go into the dining room. This is the newest room in our home because we finally just got all of the furniture for in here. So we got this beautiful white oak dining table. I love how it looks. We originally were gonna get something else, and I can't even imagine that other piece in here. This solid oak wood dining table actually extends to 118 inches, so we can fit a ton of people around the table. We got these chairs on casters, so these actually roll, which is super convenient. Very comfortable to sit in and easy for our parents because they're getting older, so they can just roll right up to the dining table. We got these wishbone look chairs for the other 6, and it provides a little bit of contrast. We have a lot of white and black in our home, so we wanted to make sure it was consistent and flows throughout. So having these chairs really provides that pop, and it makes everything look cohesive. This dining light fixture, oh my gosh, took me and Johnny almost 4 hours to install, but we are so happy it's in. It looks amazing, and we really wanted that modern touch. A lot of people ask about our home style, and we always say it's transitional, right? We are a mix of classic and modern. We do lean a little bit more modern in some areas, but we just really like how it has that pop and it looks like upside down candles. Before we leave the dining room, I have to brag a little bit about our house plants. This is Frank, our fiddle leaf fig, and if you watched our apartment tour, leave a thumbs up and leave a comment down below and tell us you watched it, because how tall was Frank when we did that? So keep in mind, if you watch the apartment tour, Frank was on a stand about this tall, and so now not only is he no longer on the stand, he is taller than me and Johnny, and he's got maybe 3 feet left to go up to the ceiling, so we are so proud of how much he has grown. This leaf right here, oh my gosh, probably the biggest leaf we've gotten. I mean, he can provide shade for me if it rains. So we're so proud, and I'm gonna leave a link to a fiddle leaf fig care post down below, but we love Frank. He has a new little brother. That's Philip. We found him at Costco, believe it or not, and he was a really good find. All right, let's head into the bedroom. Do you wanna swing this way, Johnny? Welcome to our bedroom. Come on in. We made the bed. We actually make the bed every day. But in our bedroom, we love how this velvet headboard turned out. We have this in our apartment, and it looked awkwardly sized in there. It was too big, and the whole reasoning was because we knew we were going to have it in here. So we wanted something that would make a statement, because this bedroom is quite large. We have a king size bed, dove gray velvet headboard, and we got new bedding. So this is actually from a brand that is fair trade, uses organic cotton, and Johnny loves how cool it feels. Plus, we like to joke that it really does get softer with every wash. I really like how there's some symmetry and how things are consistent is the nightstands have fluted drawer fronts. It's such a pretty detail, it's unique, and I feel like it adds a little something to a white nightstand. They can get a little bit boring, but with that little detail and texture, it really elevates the piece. Those brass knobs get me every single time I go to open the drawer. They are so classic and beautiful. Plus, these nightstands are huge. There is tons of storage in here actually. And then one of our favorite features, soft close, just like all the other cabinets in our home. There's room for our books that we're reading, our lamps, and then we decorated for Christmas by throwing on a little garland above the headboard. It was the perfect little touch. So I mentioned how the room is massive. Well, we even fit in a reading nook here. So this is actually our dining table from our apartment, and we knew we were gonna put it in the house somewhere, we just weren't quite sure where. So here it's actually gonna be a little reading nook for us at night or in the mornings when Johnny and I have a moment. We like to sit here, read, get the day started, or end the day. And these chairs, you've seen them before, these were our old dining chairs, and we brought 2 of them in here and left 2 in the living room. So come on into our bathroom. We have these 2 French doors, and we originally weren't the biggest fans of these, but I love how it ended up turning out. And then another feature I love the most in our bathroom, we got motorized shades. It's pretty cool. I'm jazzed about it, and the whole reasoning behind the motorized shades is because the windows are actually right behind a freestanding tub, and it's really hard to get to. So for us, we really wanted to be able to open and close the shades without almost killing ourselves. So this was just perfect for us. We got them from the shade store, and we are so happy with the little white texture in them, and they're light filtering. So there's still a ton of natural light in our bathroom, but it doesn't feel like dark, and we still have a little sense of privacy in here. So, you all right, babe? So we've got the vanity over here. Let me shut the door for you. So we did a little mix and match, right? So we have a lot of white and black accents. So we needed to warm up the space a little bit. We got these beautiful brass knobs, and we actually just installed these. We finally pulled the trigger and got these final pieces. We had the knobs, but we didn't know what we were going to do here. And so if you have anything like this in your bathroom or in your home, I like to tell myself it is a completely separate piece, and that's why we got pulls instead of knobs. So I have tons of storage. This is obviously my vanity. Johnny is leaning against his vanity. And then I wanted to show you our shower. This literally makes us so happy. So we have his and hers towels, but we used a beautiful 4x12 subway tile, and we put it on a herringbone pattern. I think it is stunning. I know a lot of people tend to get frameless showers, but for us, we just wanted something with a little pop, and this black frame, which they technically call oil rub bronze, was standard. So we saved a ton of money, and it matches our black fixtures in our shower. On the floor, we just got a simple marble mosaic. We actually wanted to put that on one wall, but when we saw the pricing, our mouths were on the floor. We couldn't believe it. So we did the subway tile, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. Water closet, nothing too crazy. This is actually our closet, and Johnny and I share. It's perfect. It's a good size for us. We are able to fit all of our clothes. We have storage for all of our summer or out of season clothes. Eventually, I think we will make this space a little bit more functional, but it works for now. We enjoy it, we like it, and we love how this space turned out. The bathroom is, I would say, our favorite place to start the morning. So let's go check out the rest of the house if you want to come with me. So I will say, one feature I do love about our house and the floor plan is how our bedroom is separate from the other side. So it gives you a little sense of privacy, plus, that way if we have guests over, they don't feel like we're intruding in on their space and they're not intruding on ours. All right, so come on in. We have a office, and we just took a second bedroom. We painted it black. We put in another roller shade from the shade store, and then the biggest thing was we actually swapped out the light fixture. Come on into our second bathroom. another project room, I would say. We kind of didn't really do much in here. We got standards, fixtures. We did finally install all of the hardware in here, but we ultimately want to, what do you want to do, babe? We do wallpaper, we do some paint, swap out these fixtures, really jazz up this space. It's pretty bland right now, but that's kind of what we were initially thinking. All right, this room is a complete contrast to this room where we decided we were gonna tackle this room first. For us, we really wanted our guests to have a beautiful, cozy space. And so we did a board and batten. We painted it Chinese porcelain by PPG and then added this beautiful cloud wallpaper. I love a good light fixture. And this one from Wayfair, it is so pretty. All right, let's wrap this house tour up. Thank you so much for coming along with me and watching our home tour. We hope you enjoyed it. Like I said earlier, I will be doing more in-depth videos of each room as we get further along in the design process. We'll most likely do our entryway and dining room first, just because we feel like those are a little bit further along. But thank you again so much. Links to everything I can find are gonna be down below. I also have a ton of links on my blog, coloranchic.com, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. I hope you had fun, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.